Toby. Squaw. What it do, what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, perfect. All right. Thank you, one and all, for joining me accordingly to a most very powerful ritual. Whether you watch this live or you watch this later, you know, you will be blessed. And other than that, y'all, I just gotta say, this is it, guys. That's why I got this sword. Shout out to Aaron A, who listened to G Unit Stunting 101. That's gonna be you. Once again, the King Kunks to this Venus energy is to Aries. So there's a dynamic with this aggressive, frustrated energy that's going out of its way to prove that its opposition against you is justified. And you're going to stunt on that force so hard, it's basically going to be exposed as being a complete idiot. As true as Venus enters intellectual Libra, that will counter that. The Aries energy will benefit you if in any savagery you're being noble and authentic. Then you reap both the best of both worlds. But yeah, this new moon is you getting ready to take your weapon in the form of your mastered abilities and clap the F back. There's really nothing you have to do because you've done it already. So everything now over the rest of the year is you just showing up and applying everything that you've learned and mastered. Let me tell you something. This new moon is squaring Pluto and Saturn. So after this, after the non-consent declaration is the clapback spell. Because what we're going to do here is establish our magical names. Whenever you officially harness your abilities, this is the being you're stepping into to do this. That could be you right now, right? This could be a mode you enter. And the establishment of this alter ego through Libra that was cultivated from Aries in and of itself will square Pluto and initiate clapback just from the declaration. And this is hyper focusing your vibration, which expresses itself as an intent to manifest. So keep that in mind, because don't be surprised if right after this broadcast ends, certain people die, certain influences die, certain energies die, certain forces die. And you start to find out that, a negative frequency just stops hitting. Like, they got hit with that collective force. And, some of you are going to be surprised. You might find out that something or someone that acted like they were your friend gets revealed. Oh, nope, they got hit with that clapback. So just know, moving forward from here, it's intense Scorpio of death and transformation. Then it's chaotic, dramatic Sagittarius. And then it's incredible, serious Capricorn. Like moving forward from here, it's on and popping completely. We got the square. So put on the armor of God and prepare for war. The agent's about to be mad. So mad. So right after this, you're definitely going to be experiencing energy from people who wish to scoff. Please hit that like button. Who wish to scoff at you identifying and stepping into this new sense of you, whether they know you did this officially or not. And this is unconsciously you manifesting who's an agent in your life or not. People don't have to dick ride your process and be like, yay, congrats. But be very mindful of, who is literally like openly scoffing at this, trying to undermine subtly the gravity of what you've done. So really, really keep that in mind, because in response to that energy, you want to hit it with the hard Saturn Pluto G check. Like, I don't care if you were joking, B, get that out of my face. Thank you. So, yeah, as a whole lot of useless social politics, social normatives about what's cool, what's not considered cool, and none of that shit matters. So you're going to see a lot of people talking about that. Your decision to acknowledge it and even argue about it makes it more real than it is. It's not anything that needs to be acknowledged. People are going to be saying a lot of dumb shit, and just ignore it. Because if you're giving credence to it, that's a psychological way of wasting your time and making unimportant shit important. So, some of y'all are just going to be straight out ignoring people, and they're going to wonder what's wrong with you. And they don't realize they need to learn how to talk to you before, you can even engage. Make sure people come to you correct. Okay. Because remember, the way D.L. Hughley actually says this, you are who you respond to. And so when we create this magical name, which for some of you it's already created, and you feel that vibration, ask yourself if the way you're being interacted with is the way this vibration would receive it. And this is where you're coming in from. The reason why you're coming from this place now is the new moon in Libra cycle for the next 6 months is now taking what you've mastered and is bringing it out towards other people. And Guild Wars, you're laying the smackdown. This is WWE, Raw, all that. TNA, like, people are about to get turnbuckled, and you thought it was a game before you got Rashiki'd. So I hope that's not. I just feel bad for who gets Rashiki'd out here. But other than that, shout out to Positively Trisha, who's ready to stunt. And we are going to get this show on the road. So I want to share with you all a technique, a Uranus and Taurus hack that you all may have actually known and done m- like more and longer than I have. And we're going to do this together. This is what's going to exponentially shift and manifest our intent. While we're doing this, I want you to envision an intent. We're going to social experiment manifest this. Social experiment, Sun in Libra, Moon in Libra, manifest Uranus and Taurus, trying to cap this. Okay. And it's going to change the way you see yourself and interact with others. It's going to change your lifestyle, and it's going to change your relationship with how you exert your power. Quick checkup. Are you a physical being that is tapping into your soul, or are you a soul that has a physical body emitting through your spirit? In order for this ritual and ceremony to work, you must be the latter. And so please shift to a soul perspective. If you may be stuck in your mind or heart, and I want you to feel as if your unique soul power is nourishing every single cell in your body, and all your cells are feeling upgraded. Like, yay, we're activating Jupiter in Capricorn of bones and DNA structure. But this is not a technique specific to Jupiter. This is just feeling. This is just a feeling based tech. So outside of that, we are going to create our magic names. So first of all, I want you to just feel every cell in your body being nourished, your soul evolving and healing every cell. And so for the next 5 minutes, draw on your soul energy and feel this energy awash over your body. And while you're feeling it, I want you to feel and envision, as you close your eyes, who you are. What is the image of this greatest facet of yourself who exists in the future? This is a real being who exists because you're anchoring the presence of this individual now here in the present. And so the future you exists. We're time traveling right now, a second into the future, which is super badass at a time, the things we take for granted. And so this future you're drawing energy on by tapping into, which is really you. What if my real name is the most magical name I could have already? Then you want to use that. Because it is the most, that's my magic name. My magic name is Michael. I'm going to add maybe Archangel in front of it, but it's really Michael. So shout out to Banshee. This could be a name you create. This could be a name personal to you. You don't have to take it serious. You can honestly be like Freddy Kruegerlo, or I got the boats and hose, or you can be super duper serious and pretentious with this. It could be a past life name. Thank you, Raphael. So it's definitely very, very important that while you're feeling this energy over your body, you feel yourself, you feel the fully realized, awakened version of this self uh, evolving your cells right now. Shout out to Lord Boats and O's. That's what's up. Boats and O's. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Remember, you can activate this. We're doing something. How does one become certain of the name? Great question. It really depends on you. So you bring magic to the name. The name doesn't bring magic to you. So it's really what you decide. If you want to change it later, sometimes it might reflect where you're at the stage of your life, and you may change it when you're more self-realized. But um, do one that really resonates with who you are and who you're becoming. But it's honestly ultimately a name you want, that what we're doing is applying facets of neurolinguistic programming and anchoring. So we're going to feel into this and then we're going to say the name so that when you say that name, it's like you enter that magic mode. And for many of you, you don't even have to. This is what rappers do. Right. Uh, yeah. I was about to say an ad lib right now, but they like literally say their rapper name and then go in. So like that's Aries, Gemini, and then I go in. So like you're going to anchor that name with the feeling, and some of you don't even have to evoke it visually, but before you do anything, anchor with who you are and then do it. This is what this exercise really is. So for the next Dexter. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. All right. So yeah, just feel the name. What does your name feel like? The name is Aries. The Cancer is the feeling based on a name. So what does it feel like to be this name? And we're going to feel that for the next 5 minutes again. And as you feel that, feel your soul name taking over your body and evolving your body. This technique, by the way, can be used to heal yourself of stress. If any of you have any ailments or illnesses, you're using your own soul to heal yourself. But of course, the sustenance and maintenance depends on your own focus. And that depending on the potency in your chart will determine how strong your healing ability is. And because you're doing this with us, if you've never done this before, this counts as a free attunement. So this is like a Reiki attunement or a healing attunement. Oh shit. Except instead of drawing on universal energy to heal, you're drawing on your own soul power. Y'all hear that? Okay. Okay. All right. So now that you've charged this energy, you can say, "What's up, Agni?" You can say out loud or in your head, "I am," and your name. And so I'm going to summon the judgment angel. Um, when you say this, we're going to evoke the judgment of Pluto to awaken this. Before we do this, now that you've charged your energy, I want you to connect with everyone else's energy as if we're connected and holding hands. This is going to exponentially connect all of us. Any healers, you can also start to heal everyone if you would like. You definitely have my permission. And other than that, um, let's just take a couple minutes to connect everyone. Nice. Shout out to you, Tara, and happy birthday, Jax, for this weekend. Nice. Do any of you all feel the difference between now taking your individual intent and focusing to connect with other people? All you need to feel is just like a slight twinge. It doesn't have to be too significant. Oh my God. All right. With the judgment angel summon, let us in 3, 2, 1 say I am. Boom. 3, 2, 1. I am Lord Michael. Boom. All righty. That's what's up. Got that light language going. So now that we've anchored this, take this name with you to the end of the cycle. Your mission, should you choose to accept, is to take this feeling and name with you to the new moon in Aries and to bring this with you in your dealings with everybody. This is so important. When you interact with people, don't hide this part because, oh, they'll think my magic name is weird. Bring that to those people. You don't even have to say I am this, but bring that presence to these people. And now that we've activated and stepped into our magic selves, and activated our energy, let us now continue to feel this feeling that is overtaking our cells. It's time for the clap back. We are now beginning the declaration of non-consent. I have the link in the description box below. You are welcome to read along. 2 things. This is the first declaration of non-consent that we're doing. Square Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto at the 3rd decan. So you can already start to hear the effects. But this is going to, like, you're going to notice the effects instantly. This, because of this specific transit, this counts as a clapback. And it's going to reverberate around your frequency and aura, and you're immediately going to have to balance this with how it affects your other relationships. So make sure to bring this magic self to you to, enforce this declaration. After you do this, it's battle time and you're going to initiate the second boss battle. And so I wanted to bless y'all with this before you go out and catch these W's. Let's do this. We are the source from the all source. We are sovereign. We are free. A declaration of non-consent. A declaration of consent and non-consent published as public notice August 19, 2015. A collaboration of a work by various authors for unrestricted public use unto a reclaiming of individual sovereignty by one's individual intent and will. Being done while Mars is in individual Aries. Okay. The following is to be declared in effect via spoken word. It's very important that as you do this, you're feeling the energy all through your whole body. So you're saying it with your whole body and with your cells. Okay. This is my declaration of freedom from all control. AI, beings, and authority structures that interfere and harm against my sovereign free will, let it be known that I withdraw consent. I terminate all contracts of agreements concluded by third parties regarding myself, and herewith return all liabilities and karmic implications to the contracting parties on all levels, dimensions, time, and timelessness. I withdraw consent to having any human being, living organism, machine, entity, person, corporation, secret group, or their representatives, their superiors, employers, their on and off world allies, or anyone working for or with any of the above to spy, to look into, to watch, or in any way invade my privacy for any harmful reason. Privacy is defined as, my own unique personal life experience. I revoke, withdraw, retract all harmful agreements for all my body's parts, fragments, atoms, DNA cells, etheric essences, and entirety of being. As an entire universe that I am, on all levels, dimensions, time, cycles of time past, present, and future, on all levels of existence, for all my bodies, from the core being of the one that I am to all my bodies across all universes, even in the folds of time and space where much is attempted to be in hiding. Each experience of my being is for my personal growth and development. It is not for corporations to seek profit from. They are not to be manipulated and controlled by any person, entity, corporation, government, religion, machine, being, except myself. These experiences, which are part of my unique life experience, cannot be used by any other being, human, entity, corporation, group, and any other example of someone or something that is not myself. In any way that creates money or capital for profit or control, whilst demeaning, degrading, or negatively affecting my living being. The monetization and collateralization of my personal energy, the monetization and collateralization of my personal energy and personal being, myself, for the purpose of buying and selling or owning is forbidden under any and every terminology, language, contract that is in being and has been used to control and manipulate my personal energy and being. The monetization and collateralization of my personal human body, which houses my unique DNA that is my private domain for the purpose of buying, selling, owning, or controlling, is forbidden and banned. The buying, selling, owning, and trading of my soul energy or my unique human body on or by any stock exchange, financial institution, corporation, government, religious organization in this world or any other world is expressly forbidden and banned. The buying, selling, and owning of my unique and personal DNA, energy, physical body, consciousness, anywhere in any universe, dimension, astral level, time, or world is forbidden and banned. The harvesting of my energy by any group, organization, corporation, government, religious sect, astral entity, galactic being, or anyone who is not myself is now forbidden, banned, and barred. Whatever the form it takes, my energy is my own creation, and I do not consent to having it harvested for others to use or profit from. Such buying, selling, and controlling amounts to slavery and is forbidden by me under my own sovereign free will and law that I impose. I withdraw consent to the use of nanite technology, parasites, or any other type of infectious diseases or infectious technology whatsoever, whensoever, or wheresoever, now, in the past, or in the future, to be used upon my human physical body or mind, consciousness, or soul, whilst I am living here on earth or any places in and out of space and time wherein such forces can influence one's being. I withdraw consent to any type of mind control or the use of intelligent technology implants, physical, etheric, or astral living or non-living, to be used on my living by being, my physical body, my ethereal body, my electromagnetic body, my astral body, my consciousness, or my soul body, which could possibly have any harmful effects upon my physical body, mind, consciousness, or soul in any way. I withdraw consent to the external creation of dreams when I am asleep. I withdraw consent to any other human being, corporation, government, religion, entity, machine, dimensional being, entity entering my consciousness on any level at any time ever, if the intent is to bring harm unto myself and unlawful harm unto another entity. I withdraw consent to any frequency, I withdraw consent to any type of frequency wave currently being used or historically used to target my private and clearly designated unique human, physical, etheric, or astral bodies, my DNA, my cells, or my mind, my consciousness, or my soul in any way that is negative. This includes any type of exotic, secret, or covert earth-based and off-world based technology, which includes locations on the moon, asteroids, or other undisclosed places being used, that projects pulses, sorcery, beams, or waves of any known frequency, which has been seen to be detrimental to the human body, mind, consciousness, or soul. I withdraw consent to the use and effects of fluoride in the drinking water, in addition to genetically modifying the food grown and sold for human consumption. I withdraw consent to aerosol sprays being placed into the air I breathe, nor the programming being inserted into music that I listen to. I withdraw consent and do not accept any programming placed into the audio and video images I am exposed to. I withdraw consent to the negative manipulation of the weather and to the poisoning of the earth because I know that these acts are harmful and unhealthy to myself and others. I withdraw consent to the use of psychics, black occult magicians, archons, demons, and negative spirits, or any entities using mental energies, or any other forms of frequency harm or attack against my living being or bodies, or using my bodies to inflict harm upon others. I would draw consent to exotic, machine-like robotic technology, either physically or etherically or astrally, implanted, used in any way to track, alter, torment, attack, abuse, affect, or harm, infect, or harm my body, mind, my astral body, my consciousness, or my soul at any time, at any place, for any reason. I'm going to say that again. I withdraw consent to exotic, machine-like robotic technology, either physically or etherically or astrally implanted, used in any way to track, alter, torment, attack, abuse, infect, or harm my body, my mind, my astral body, my consciousness, or my soul at any time, at any place, for any reason. I withdraw consent to any deception being used on my living being at any time, anywhere, which creates any negative outcomes concerning the health and welfare of my own personal body, mind, and soul, also known as my personal living being, or to my free will, my prosperity, my wealth, or my happiness, also described as my life. I am using my sovereign, lawful will and intention to declare that and order that no energetic can deceive me personally in any way that affects me harmfully or negatively. No treaty made with any human being, corporation, government, religion, entity, machine, whether on or off this planet, is valid if that contract or treaty in any way affects my life or my body, mind, consciousness, or soul in any measurable, negative, and harmful way. No treaty made by anyone, anywhere, is valid if it collaterally affects my living and breathing being, my life, my happiness, or my prosperity in a harmful or negative way without my full and comprehensive and transparent consent to said or stated treaty, even if I personally am not party to such a treaty. This includes all corporate treaties and contracts, as well as any treaties or contracts considered to be off-world or interdimensional. I remove all prior consent to deception, harm, enslavement, or control of my living being, my physical body, my ethereal body, my electromagnetic body, my astral body, my consciousness, or my soul body on any and all levels. Any previous contracts or perceived consents through any form of tacit or assumed consent is now completely null and void, forbidden and banned upon all levels of existence. Any contracts made during any of my previous on or off Earth world incarnations that involve gross deception, gross violation, trickery, mind control, black magic, occult, sorcery practice are all here and now made permanently null and void. No contract I have signed or agreed to, either in writing or as an assumed or tacit agreement, as concerns incarnations in any way, shape, or form upon the earth is valid, regardless of any perceived amount of time or space, physical, dimensional, or otherwise, has transpired since that original contract or agreement was begun. If any of my previous consents or contracts of which I was a party involved me being under duress and or were made as a result of deception, they are all now deemed invalid. If any of my previous consents or contracts involved intentions of using me to serve another selfish agenda or purpose, they are all now invalid. Any person, being, corporation, government, religion, entity, machine, consciousness that wishes to have a contract with me, my living being, my physical body, my ethereal body, my electromagnetic body, my astral body, my consciousness, or my soul body, must do so in complete transparency, with every single piece of that contract consent explained in full detail, with absolutely no missing information or obligations left unstated or unexplained, and must be written out in full with my fully conscious approval and wet ink signature. Public notice to Earth's criminal, harm-inducing, appointed caretakers or leaders, including earthly visitors, whom are their supporters, and any being, entity, corporation, government, religion, machines, or any person aligned in any way with any of these beings. If any such things as listed above are being done or ever were done, then those acts occurred without my consent and will be considered deception and are void and null. All tacit or presumed consent by me for any act of doing done by another person, entity, being, etc., that affects me in any way that I perceive as negative, harming, or controlling my free will, whatsoever is hereby now permanently removed and challenged and denied. It is denied to any and all beings or entities unless a current contract or treaty has been negotiated with me personally. Notice to agent is notice to principal. Notice to principal is notice to agent. No further notice is deemed necessary. And now, no further notice is deemed necessary, and this is now both written and recorded on this planet Earth, Gaia, and upon all off-world dimensional universal records. If any human being, entity, government, religion, corporation, group from this planet Earth, Gaia, any dimension, any universe, any perceived other level of existence wishes to form any contracts or agreements or treaties with me, they must do so face to face in this physicality that my human body resides in on this planet, in full acknowledgement and agreement of my free will to choose to do so only under the agreements written in this declaration. I have the right of my own sovereign will to change, update, or modify this declaration at any time. Church. That's it. That's it. I know y'all felt that. I know y'all felt that. We're going to close out with the inner peace declaration. And after this, I want you to walk forward victorious. Keep in your mind's eye the manifestation of this magical version of yourself and what you want to manifest with it. And as soon as this broadcast ends, go out there and get what you just prayed for and intended. You will be guided divinely. You don't have to worry about how. Just focus on the intent so the universe can lightning rod charge it to you and take action as it reveals itself. Okay. Shout out to the brother, the bro god Ralph. All right. By the way, If y'all want to know why we do this twice a year, Aries season and Libra season is a new cycle. So you have to, if you're in an apartment, you have to re-sign the lease that year. You can't just like stay off the first lease. So every time you might think you're still good with the energy, but your energy resets every spring and fall equinox, like that, the Aries and Libra. So we want to get full moon in Libra during Aries season and then new moon in Libra during Libra season. And all you really need to do is like twice a year. You could do this every day. Shout out to Lisa. You can do this every day for the next 30 years. That's a Uranus, that's a hack, a Uranus and Taurus reality hack. You will really feel that. So other than that, Nikki D, if you want to do this until the Libra full moon, you totally can. You really only need to do it at least once during the cycle. Just know that by the next 6 months, it will kind of reset. I mean, everyone's different. You can make it last forever, but just want to, in case anyone was wondering. So, inner peace declaration. Y'all stay blessed as always. Oh, wow. Okay. Appreciate you, Surly77. Shout out to the day ones. Oh, and rather shout out to the people who've done this with me the first time. Definitely come a long way. Inner peace declaration. Received on June 15th, 2014, at the top of Mount Helakala with the ancestral cloud people. Maui, Hawaii, Aluna Joy RhymeSkeem. Used daily upon rising, before sleeping, or any time that you feel negative energy may be impacting you. If you feel that you are being drained of vital energy, or that you may be misusing your energy, this will assist you in uploading and retaining the upgrades and universal realignments to your higher purpose. If we lived in a conscious world, this would only need to be done once. Though, as we become more at one with all of life and the collective conscious, it is necessary to stay vigilant to keeping clear and aligned to our higher power source whilst going through the many course corrections, rebootings, and realignments which are a part of our landing sequence. This realignment bubble creates a sacred space in which the user can be fully supported in receiving unlimited pure energy from source so as to carry out your divine purpose. This will also reduce and even eliminate any draining, negative, unsupportive projections from any source and clear out other misuses of energy. A declaration to anchor a proactive, empowering, ascending, clearing energy bubble, which I didn't realize actually is an acronym for peace bubble. We're making a peace bubble, a proactive, empowering, ascending, clearing energy bubble. Wow. With the unlimited power of my mighty I am presence, I am declaring that all supporting, loving energy sent to me from any and all outside sources will be accepted with great gratitude. This ensures energy coming to you will be supportive toward you in your divine mission on earth. All toxic and negative energy sent to me from any and all outside sources will be immediately returned to sender, cleared, purified, and without malice. This ensures that any misqualified, negative, or harmful energy that is sent to you will automatically be returned without impacting you in any way. With the unlimited power of my mighty I am presence, I am declaring that all supportive, loving energy sent from me to any and all outside sources are gladly offered with 100% unconditional love. This ensures that energy given out is offered without attachment or perceived payoff. All energy sent from me to any sources that do not honor or respect these energy offerings will be returned to me and cleared and purified. This ensures that you do not waste precious energy and protects you from actions that come from misguidance or a need to rescue. Remember, We are all still human. All toxic or negative energy, intentional or unintentional, sent from me to anyone will be immediately returned to me, cleared and purified. This ensures that any energy that you send out that was less than pure heart intentions will not impact the receiver. This declaration is so and is made manifest throughout all time, space, dimension in the past, present, and future, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, throughout my physical, emotional, and spiritual bodies, until I request the removal of this bubble, or I no longer need any realignment and the evolution process is complete. This declaration is given with great gratitude and with the support and guidance from my spirit guardians. It is so, and so it is. Oh, no, we send out energy all day long without knowing it. Just by having a thought or perception of someone or something, we send out energy that impacts others. If you intend to purposefully send out healing energy to anyone to support or help them, you must ask permission first. Otherwise, you are violating universal law. Jumping into someone's space without asking permission, even to help, is an invasion of their privacy and free will. This does not apply when others sign up for workshops, etc., in which you are taking responsibility for being in a teacher's position to a group. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. You took part in quite possibly the most significant ritual and ceremony of the year. Thank you for doing this with me. And it's time to boss, beast, it's time to bogart through this second boss battle. And please don't think that we forgot about the boss battle song. Keon and I, we wrote the first verse together. It's some fire. It's some fire. So we gonna get that done for y'all. And until next time, the moon's gonna go into Scorpio, and then the sun's gonna go into Scorpio. Take your armor, take your sword, clap back, expose the insecurities of people, of not your haters, your fans, and let's go get this W.